need to do whatever it takes to continually remember that. Post-it notes, pictures, affirmations, journaling, anything. Put it up on your walls, anything that can remind you, hey, this is who I am. I'm version 3.0. I'm about to move from my family home and separate all our stuff, and I don't want my feelings to come into play when I'm dealing with my ex and negotiations. And I get that too. You don't want to lay down. You want to make sure you're getting your fair share as best as you can, because a lot of men just walk away. Any advice around this would help, especially with how to communicate with the kids about this transition. When it comes to the biggest thing is understanding that the common goal, now that you are separated, is what brought you together, or is why you were there in the first place, your children, and what will bring you together, your children. And being clear on the common goal that your children are the reason why you will come together, and you want to build and help grow them into amazing human beings. So when it comes to emotions and everything else, your personal emotional attachment to your wife or your ex-wife, that's different to your personal emotional attachment to your children. They are two different things. You need to understand that this cannot become poisonous and start to leach on this right now. I'm not saying you need to be robotic. You can still showcase emotions to your wife through the opportunity of your children. But this right now, if that's been cut and that's gone, this cannot become a poison that becomes toxic and starts affecting other areas of your life. Of course it's going to. As a man, down moments, down time, thinking about what could have been, what should have been, the past, nostalgia. I get all that, man. What I'm saying is in terms of specifically for your children and the transition and making sure you're clear on what you want, it's just being fair and amicable and civil in how you're dividing your assets, seeking clarity logically over why there would be discrepancies on what she believes, feels, or opinions say she should have versus you, and finding a middle ground as best as you can. It's hard in life, man. Like, the ROI is never equal, right? Even with anything. Even what I've done, like the amount of time that I spend in business and giving things away for free and providing value and just helping men, helping fathers. It's tough. You're never going to get a one-to-one return, ever. It happens as well where you get stung, you get burned a little bit, and there are variables we don't control, whether it's the legal system, mediation, and whatnot. I'm not going to say this is a part of life. It shouldn't be a part of life forever, but this is a part of life right now, today, that needs to change, but it's not going to change today or tomorrow. So you've got to work with the conditions you're presented with, and then moving that to the side to make sure that emotional thing with you and your ex-wife does not come at a cost or hindrance to the emotional connection to your children, which then you and your wife are contributing to. And that's the bridge to work on. And from there, any times when there's personal behaviors, when she's lashing out, because they're very emotional women, they're driven through their emotions first, but men can too. Absolutely, we've all got it in us. When they're leading with all of that, we just got to steer back and be the steady hand as best as you can. If that means you need to literally cut the psychology of your relationship with your wife, do it. I'm not saying you need to be a robot, but you can't let that fuck up the opportunity with your children. Hey, this is my fair share. This is what's important for the kids. It's important the kids have a father who's very stable as well. And for my stability, the way we divide assets needs to be equal and fair, because that's going to impact me, which is going to impact the children, just like with you and the children. So I want this to be fair, where what we're doing between us is both going to benefit both of us in how we can parent the children. And when you keep leading, no matter how much she, lawyers, or anyone else try and steer it around, if you keep leading with that and showcasing and bringing up the mirror, like everything else, the truth always wins. No matter what stories she may feed the children, if she tries to turn them against you and whatnot, you stay cool, calm, collected, in control, and just understand that life is a gift. Your life will go very quickly. You'll be a very old man before you know it. And what you're going to do today and tomorrow will determine how you look back over your life as that old man, because it's going to go incredibly quick, man. So don't fuck up by giving in to the immediate conditions on how you feel. Focus on the longer game of what kind of father can I be to these children in 3 years' time, and work off that energy. And you're already there. You're already that man. Let's be that man right now. The dust has settled, everything. Let's dot the I's and cross the T's. Make sure we're on the same page here, so I'm not getting taken for a ride. But also, this is the integrity and the level of operation that I'm going to carry myself as this father who's already pulled through to the other side. He's got an amazing relationship with his children, civil with his ex-wife, and this is who I am moving forward. Be that man today, and you need to do whatever it takes to continually remember that. Post-it notes, pictures, affirmations, journaling, anything. Put it up on your walls, anything that can remind you, hey, this is who I am. I'm version 3.0, version 4.0. that man in the future, I'm here now, and this is why. It's for them. And you need that to stay as clear as possible, because emotions are part of everyday life. They're part of all of us. But the best decisions that you make in life, which I'm sure you'll agree, is always when you have a cool, calm, collected state and a steady hand. Always. Which means you have control of your emotions. That's when best decisions in life are always made, when you have your emotions in check. You may not be able to control hers, but if you control yours, you'll be in the best possible position.